Are there any potential trouble spots that you're anticipating?
That's way better. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the trouble spots are always going to be turn 1 on the restarts. But with the new restart zone that they implemented, it seemed like that helped that out a lot. And you know, as a racer, I want it to be a little bit more straightforward and a little bit less trouble spots. But you know, we don't know how 6B and 6A are going to race yet. I think that could be or an opportunity. It could be like it kind of reminds me of, what is that section at Chicago, like maybe 5, where it's really tight back through there, and we saw a bunch of pileups and the track can get blocked. So maybe that could happen. But turn 1, with it being the biggest break zone, I think that's going to be the biggest area for issues. And you know, it seemed like that got cleaned up a lot with the updated restart zone. So I'm a fan of that, and hopefully it allows more of the best cars to race for the win.
Jerry Jordan, KickingTheTires.net. I was going to ask you about 6A. Have you walked the track at all? Have you?
I have, yes.
What do you think about that particular turn? And since you brought up Chicago, is it wide enough to make that arc like that? Because it's almost a reverse angle there.
Yeah, it's just awkward. It's just a very awkward corner with how you're coming off of turn 6, the right-hander and the S's. The whole car is like pushing you out track left, and then you don't really have a ton of visuals getting into 6A there. Except now they have a big old tire pack, which is good because that gives us a reference of where the apex is. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it is a major or a pretty high intense braking zone. But the thing is, your car is automatically trying to take you track left, so I don't know how big of a passing zone it's going to be. We'll find out more after the Xfinity race, though, and I'm excited for the challenge and trying to learn a new section of the track. I think it's good to always shake it up.
Was there any sim on that at all?
There was. The simulator changed about 15 times since we started, just because we didn't know what the course was going to look like, what the visuals were. I'd run plenty of laps there with nothing marking the track, and you just kind of ran through the gravel. And then the last time that I ran through there in the simulator, we had the tire pack in place. So the hardest thing is just getting the sight line. Like it's weird because there's no elevation change there, but it's a very blind corner. Just your references are really there's not a lot to reference off of where your track or where your car is positioned on track. So yeah, it's going to take some acclimation for sure.